Another recipe, guys, for my Memorial Day weekend special, guys. This is a vegetarian dish that I'm going to teach you guys how to make right now. It's called Calavacitas with cheese, which means Calavacitas is basically a summer squash. If you guys don't know, there's different types of squashes. This is a Mexican squash. So all I did was cut up my Mexican squash. Let me turn you around and show you guys what I got here. This is a vegetarian special, guys. So this is super simple to make, guys. We're going to use Mexican squash already cut up. I used about 5 of them. They were really big, so it's gonna make a good sized tray. I have 3 tomatoes that are cut up, 1 serrano diced up a little bit, and then I got some onions over here, guys. So the first steps first is we're gonna add some oil to our pan and get it going real good. We're gonna add our summer squash and we're gonna start getting those nice and soft. Okay, good amount of oil so they'll get in there. So now we added our squash, guys, into our pan with oil only, okay? We're gonna let these simmer up, get soft a little bit, change a little bit of color. You'll see they'll start looking a little bit done. We're gonna let these cook for about 15 minutes before we add our other ingredients. Okay, on the squash, guys, you guys see how it's turning yellowish right here? See how it's all a little yellowish, changing different colors? That means that they're getting done. And you can see they kind of shrink down a little bit. They're not as big and fluffy as they were before because now they're getting sauteed up a little bit. But at this point right here is when you want to add your tomatoes, the chile, and then we're going to add the onions also. Not almost all that. It's about a half an onion, guys. Half an onion. Once you put those ingredients in, guys, you're going to see that it's going to release a lot of liquid. It's going to release a lot of juice. So then you got to just let it cook up until that juice drops down a little bit. In a minute, I'm going to show you guys how to season it. And we're going to season it with some seasonings right now. And that's what makes it also taste really good, guys. So let's let that little saute up a little bit. And we'll be back. You guys can see once you guys get all the ingredients in there, it starts releasing juice. See how it releases juice in the bottom? So don't mind that. That's super delicious, guys. Alright, so now we're going to add our spices. All we're going to do is add some chicken bouillon, Nor chicken bouillon, guys. Guys, if you guys don't know, this is a Mexican secret of cooking right here. And I'm going to add a good teaspoon of it, okay? And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. But I'm going to do the salt on my own because I can't do it while I'm filming. But usually I'll put in at least a teaspoon of salt also. You guys see what I mean by it releases a lot of water? Once you put in all your greens and your onions and your tomatoes, it starts to release a lot of water. So now what we're going to do is just let it simmer down for about 20 more minutes. At a lower heat, I'm going to lower my heat down a little bit. And I'm just going to let it simmer until some of that water evaporates. Okay, and once we evaporate, we're going to transfer it to a tray. Once we transfer it to a tray, then we're going to add some Monterey Jack cheese on top and let it melt right into it. Okay, guys, the calabazas are almost done. One last thing you got to add. I'm going to add a whole can of corn, guys. Any kind of corn kernels will do. Get that mix in there. Almost forgot the corn. I knew there was something missing out of it. So I'm just gonna let this warm up, cool down, cook for about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna transport it to. See how most of the liquid's dissipating out of it now. It's all evaporating. So right now we're gonna let it cook for about 5 more minutes, and I'm gonna transfer it to our pan, and then we're gonna add some cheese to it. So it's looking good. So that's it, guys. Calavacitas are done. I put them in the tray now. Now I'm just going to let them sit, rest for a little while, cool down, and then I'm going to add some Monterey Jack, just cover it all on top of Monterey Jack so it just melts right into it. But I'm going to let them cool down a little bit. I'm not going to add it right now because if I add it right now, then it gets really soupy. I'm going to let everything settle down, and then I'm going to add the cheese to it. Okay, so I have my summer squash right here, my squash. I call it summer squash because it's summertime, guys. But I'm going to get some Monterey Jack cheese, and basically what I'm going to do is just layer the top with Monterey Jack cheese, okay? Nice little smooth layer. Ooh, look at that. Oh man. I'll put like 4 handfuls of cheese in here. And that is it, guys. This is ready to serve. Let that melt down a little bit right now. You're gonna see it's gonna melt down on top, and then this comes out so good, guys. Summer squash, Calavacitas. Calavacitas. Look at that, guys. Cheese melted right into it. It's ready to be served. Ready to go.